Isabel, why aren't you answering your phone? What is it, Mom? I'm at work right now. This is no time for work. It's an emergency. Huh? It's Sophia. Something terrible has happened to her. What is it? She was in an accident. Oh my God. How did that even happen? She was out with her boyfriend. They were walking back to their car in the mall parking lot when suddenly a speeding car came out of nowhere. She tried to avoid it, but it all happened so fast that she couldn't get out of the way in time. The car hit her at full speed. Yikes! How is she doing? Her life isn't in danger, but her legs were severely injured. She was rushed to the hospital and had surgery, but the doctor said the nerves in her legs were badly damaged, and she might never fully recover. So, she might not be able to walk? That's right. The doctor said, in the worst case, she may never walk again. That's really awful. What terrible luck with that car coming out of nowhere like that. What about her boyfriend? Is he okay? He's fine, but watching her get hit right in front of him really shook him up, so he's been staying home completely depressed. Can't blame him. Your only sister might never walk again because of this accident. That's why I've been trying to reach you. I get it. It's a relief that she's alive, but things are going to be really tough from here on out. Why are you talking like this doesn't concern you? Excuse me? You're going to be the one taking care of her. No way. Why me? I don't live at home anymore. You should take care of her. Then move back here. You're her sister. It's only natural that you take care of her. I don't get it. You live with her, so there's no reason for me to come back and take care of her. This is your chance to finally contribute to the family. What? Unlike sweet Sophia, you've always been a disappointment. No looks, no smarts. You're a complete failure. It's embarrassing that you only finished high school. She graduated from a prestigious university after all. How can two sisters be so different? You've been nothing but trouble to this family. The least you can do now is make yourself useful. I can't. I have a job, you know. And just so you know, I had better grades than her all through high school. But you're the one who said we didn't have the money to support me and kicked me out as soon as I graduated. That's why, even though I wanted to go to college, I had no choice but to start working. But honestly, I'm happy with my job now, and I don't regret not going to university. Anyway, I can't take care of Sophia. You're not working, so you should take care of her. Then quit your job. You're crazy. It's not like the job you got with only a high school diploma is anything important. No one's gonna miss you if you leave. I'm giving you permission to come back and take care of her. You're family after all. I'm not family. What? You spent all these years looking down on me, comparing me to her, and now you want to call me family when it suits you? Take care of your precious sweet Sophia yourself. How dare you speak to me like that? Have you forgotten all I've done for you? Who do you think you are? I raised you guys by myself after your father and I divorced when you were little. And this is how you repay me? With your arrogance? You're not smart, not pretty, and you can't even show any gratitude to your mother? I appreciate that you raised me, but I've suffered a lot because of you. I'm sick of being compared to Sophia. Well, of course you were compared. She's sweet, charming, and knows how to get what she wants. Well, you've always been difficult. That's exactly the problem. Even a monkey would get bitter after being constantly criticized. See? There you go again. Can't you just say yes and listen to me for once? Not when I don't agree. I'm independent now, so just leave me alone. If you dislike me so much, stop reaching out just to send passive-aggressive messages. Sophia's been spoiled by you her whole life, and now she's entitled and selfish. Honestly, I don't want to have anything to do with either of you anymore. I won't tolerate this defiance. I'm coming over right now. Don't. You're going to take care of Sophia. I'll drag you back home if I have to, so be ready. Got it? What do you mean you're coming over? Mom? Hey, Mom! Isabel, enough already. Why aren't you answering? I know you're home and ignoring me. Come out right now. What's going on? I told you I was coming. I've been ringing the doorbell and knocking, and you're still not answering. Ignoring me won't work, you know? Are you actually outside my place? I thought you were joking. I never gave you my address. How did you find my place? This is insane. Well, it's your fault for not telling me where you live. And you're so private on social media, so I had to go through a lot of trouble to find it. I have no idea why you'd go to such lengths just to know where I live. Anyway, open the door. It's cold out here. Are you really going to leave me freezing out here? No, hold on. How did you even find out my address? It was such a hassle, honestly. I've asked all our relatives and your friends, but nobody wanted to tell me. I kept pestering them, trying to get information out of them. At first, I said it was an emergency, but they still wouldn't budge. Of course they didn't. I made sure they never told you. So then, I went to the police and told them you were missing, and I was worried sick. I even went as far as saying your sister was gravely ill, and that it was an emergency, but nothing worked. Lying to the police like that is completely unacceptable. Everyone was so cold. They were no help at all. It's my privacy, of course. They wouldn't just give it out. You must have bothered them a lot. I can't believe this. So I had no choice but to find it on my own. Do you know how much trouble I went through because of you? Now open the door. I'm not home right now. I'm out. So I can't open the door. Even if I were there, I wouldn't let you in. Please, just go back. Don't lie just because you don't want to take care of Sophia. If you don't open up, I'll break the lock and let myself in. I'm not lying. I told you I'm at work. If you break the lock, I'll call the police. It's no big deal if the family member breaks the lock. You can just get it fixed later. It is a huge deal. I don't care if you're my mother. You can't just break in and wreck my place. How can you say it's a problem for your own mother to visit? Sophia would never say something like that. You're so pathetic. Why don't you try being more like her? Be like her? Never in a million years. She's spoiled, arrogant, and mean. She always looked down on me, all because you played favorites. Even when I graduated high school and started working, she mocked me, saying, "Only losers stop at high school these days." She hardly ever studied and only got into that college because you paid for it. And yet, she had the nerve to treat me like I was beneath her. Well, unlike you, she's sweet and easy to love, so of course I'd favor her. As humans, I guess it's normal to have favorites, even among your own children. That's exactly why I decided to distance myself from you guys. If I kept hanging around people who gang up on me and treat me like dirt, I'd only end up feeling miserable. Even so, we're still family by blood, and families are supposed to help each other in times of need. Help each other? You just want to dump all of her caregiving on me, don't you? Dump it on you? Don't make it sound so terrible. Never mind. If you're really not home, then I'll just sit here and wait at your front door until you come back. Fine. Do whatever you want. If you catch a cold from sitting outside in this weather, don't say I didn't warn you. How can you still not be home at this hour? Where on earth are you wandering around? What are you talking about? You've been gone so long. I went ahead and broke the lock to get in. This place is so strange. Have your tastes changed or something? Hold on. I'm already back home. Don't lie to me. You're not here. Are you sure you're not the one lying? The lock isn't broken and I'm home. Where are you exactly? Where? At your apartment in A City, of course. Oh, you're at the place I used to live. What? Used to live? I moved almost 3 years ago. I don't live there anymore. Why didn't you tell me? I had no idea. I never told you about that place either. I remember you said something about moving into employee housing, so I asked around with your friends to track you down. Why are you going out of your way to find my address after kicking me out? Because any decent parent should know where their child lives. Whoever told you must have had some outdated info. I haven't lived there in years. But all the furniture is here. You're not just lying to get rid of me, are you? Are you stupid? It's employee housing. Of course new people are living there by now. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Well, I'm at headquarters now, so I don't know the details anymore. Headquarters? You with just a high school diploma? Why are you so surprised? These days, it doesn't matter if you went to college or not. I've been working for 8 years. It's not strange for me to get promoted by now. Promoted? I can't believe it. I thought you were just a glorified errand girl. At first, it was just grunt work, sure, but I stuck with it. I took on the jobs no one wanted without complaining, and my boss started trusting me. I knew improving my skills was important, so I studied after work and earned several certifications. I sacrificed my free time while everyone else was out having fun, so I could build my career. Because of that, my coworkers and bosses recognized my efforts. They started assigning me bigger responsibilities, even making me project leader. That's how I ended up working at headquarters now. I never imagined you were working so hard. Of course you didn't. No matter how hard I worked, you only ever focused on Sophia. But I wasn't doing it to impress you. I did it for myself. The level of education doesn't matter. With enough effort, you can go as far as you want. Meanwhile, Sophia, with her fancy degree, still hasn't managed to land a full-time job. She failed her job search and ended up as a part-timer, right? She spent all her time playing around in college instead of studying, so it's no surprise. Anyway, you should probably leave that apartment. Someone else lives there now. Oh my God, you're right. If I stay, I'll look like a criminal. Not look like. You've actually committed a crime. Wait, does that mean I'll get arrested? If someone reports you, probably. You broke into someone's home after all. No, I can't get arrested. I need to run before the police find me. You should just give up. Even if you run, they'll catch you eventually. You need to hide me. Excuse me? Your mother's in trouble. It's your duty as a child to help her, isn't it? Now give me your address. I'm coming over. Yeah, right. I don't want you here. I'd never give my address to someone who kicked me out. Hey, you'd let me become a criminal? You committed a crime. What did you expect? You're such a cold-hearted child. Who's been cold-hearted all these years? Ugh, enough. You're beyond useless. We're family. You have to tell me where you live. I don't consider you family. I have my own family now. What do you mean? I'm married with a child. Holy cow! You never told me that. I told you and Sophia before I got married. You just didn't believe me. Well, it's hard to believe that someone as ugly and useless as you would get married. The only ones who ever called me ugly and useless were you and Sophia. I met my husband while working on a project with a client. He's amazing at his job, and at first, we were just colleagues. But over time, as we worked together, we grew to trust each other. He's sweet and always supported me when work was tough. Eventually, he proposed and we got married. I can't believe you even have a child. Yeah, about 2 years after we got married, I had a baby. He loves kids, and he was so happy when he found out I was pregnant. I figured, since we're still technically family, I'd let you guys know when I got married and when my child was born. But you both just laughed it off and said, "Keep dreaming, haha." I can't believe it was real. Why didn't you make it clearer? I told you a few times, but since you didn't believe me, I gave up and didn't even invite you to the wedding. Not inviting your own family to your wedding? How pathetic is that? It was a small ceremony, just close family and friends, and his parents knew my situation and fully supported our marriage. They treat me like their own daughter and are really wonderful people. You make it sound like we're some sort of villains. It's the truth, isn't it? You never listened to anything I had to say. Well, I never imagined someone as ugly and useless as you could actually get married. Yeah, I get it. You don't like me. I'm tired of hearing it. That's not what I mean. Anyway, I don't want you showing up unannounced and causing trouble for my family, so I'm not giving you my address. But I need it. Why? You've always doted on Sophia, so you can keep taking care of her. She's your precious family, isn't she? Your family too. My family is my husband and child. I don't want to be family with people who don't care about me. Fine, I get it. I'll treat you better from now on, so please. It's too late for that. Isabel? This is the perfect time to cut ties. Wait, you're going to abandon me? Yes. Take care of your precious Sophia on your own. I can't do it alone. I'm getting old. And even she's saying there's no way she's letting me help her with baths or the bathroom. She can't take it. Then tell her to stop being so spoiled. But she's my sweet daughter, you know. Doesn't she have a boyfriend? Why not ask him to help? Well, he ran off. What? So he had already decided that their personalities didn't match, and he was planning to break up with her. When the caregiving situation came up, he realized he'd never be able to escape her if he stayed. So he used this as an excuse to break up. Wow, a bit harsh, but honestly, with her personality, I can't blame him for wanting to leave. You're the only one I can rely on. Please help me. Nope. Hire a caregiver or something. Stop trying to use me for your convenience. I don't have the money for that. Hey, I'm hearing police sirens. They're coming this way. Did you call them? I didn't. It was probably one of the neighbors. A strange old lady breaking a lock and wandering around someone else's property? Of course they'd call the police. No way! Am I really going to get arrested? I didn't do anything worth getting reported for. Vandalism. What? You broke someone's lock, right? That's destruction of property, and if you entered without permission, it's also trespassing. That's not what I intended. I don't want to get arrested. Help me. You brought this on yourself. But we're a blood-related family. Like I said earlier, I'm cutting ties with you and Sophia. We're strangers now, so I have no obligation to help. Good luck. Don't leave me, Isabel. Oh no, the police are coming. This isn't how things were supposed to go. After the police approached my mother, she tried to run away at full speed. Of course, she was caught right away and taken to the station. She was charged with destruction of property and trespassing. While she didn't end up behind bars, she did get probation and a criminal record. As a result, she's been shunned by relatives and friends. Since she can't afford to hire a caregiver and no one is willing to help her, she's left to take care of Sophia all on her own. Even though she's always doted on her, taking care of her alone has become too much for my mother. Every now and then, she sends me messages saying, "Please help me. You're the only one I can rely on." But I ignore them. Lately, due to the stress of caregiving, she's been taking out her frustrations on Sophia. I've even gotten tearful phone calls from Sophia saying Mom keeps yelling at her and she wants me to come back. I just find it annoying, so I block both of them. Now free from the toxic duo, I'm enjoying a blissful life with my wonderful husband and child.
ex-husband was caught by the police as a marriage scammer, but I heard that it was settled out of court. However, the fact that he abandoned a pregnant woman who was about to give birth was considered malicious, and he was charged a substantial amount of compensation. In fact, he had asked his parents to pay my alimony on his behalf. And this time he cried, asking them to do the same for Kim's compensation. Now, in order to repay the money, he has been forced to find a new low-paying job. He is working tirelessly from morning to night to repay the debt.
Nora, I can't believe I left you all alone until now. I'm really sorry. I'm heading home now, so just wait a little longer, okay? David, it's okay. I'm not a kid, you know? But don't worry. I can take care of myself. I see. So, David, don't rush to get back. It's already dark out, and I don't want you getting into an accident. Got it. But are you really okay? You didn't run into any trouble? It takes me a bit longer, but I can get to the bathroom on my own. And you left dinner ready, too. I didn't have any trouble at all, so thanks for everything. I'm glad to hear that. I feel bad that I couldn't take you to the funeral today. It's fine. I know there are a lot of hills where your aunt lives. It would have been tough for me with my limited mobility, and I didn't want to put that strain on you either. Don't worry about being a burden. Well, it's true. The hill is steep, and just getting to the front door is a hassle. Plus, last time we went to your aunt's house for a family gathering, everyone went out of their way to help, right? It was a bit overwhelming. Yeah, they really did overreact when they saw you in the wheelchair. Yeah, I appreciate their concern, but when they look at me with that kind of pity, it's hard not to feel down. I get that. And then they kept asking why you ended up in a wheelchair. Exactly. Things like, how did this happen? Or, are you doing rehab? How far will you recover? I know they mean well, but I imagine it's tough for you to answer those questions. If it were just once, it would be fine. But every relative I meet asks the same thing, and I have to explain it over and over. And then they pile on with sympathetic comments like, oh, it must be tough, or, David, you're really supporting her. I'm honestly not sure how to respond in those moments. I know. Every time it makes me feel like I'm just being a burden on you, David. I know what you mean. That's why, even though I could have taken you to the funeral, I thought it was okay not to push it. Thank you, David, for understanding how I feel. Have I ever made you uncomfortable, Nora? Not at all, David. I know you don't pity me. You've treated me the same, both before and after my mobility changed. But I'm sure you're still putting in a lot of effort for me. No, I'm just doing things the way I always have. Whether or not you can walk doesn't change how I feel about you, Nora. David, you're so sweet. Thank you for always being there for me. No, Nora. You're the one working the hardest, right? Rehab must be exhausting, and not being able to move your body the way you want must be incredibly stressful. Yeah, I never thought it would be this hard, not being able to move like I used to. Losing the ability to do things I could do before. It's scary and frustrating. I get it. You were always so active and full of energy, so it must feel even harder. Exactly. Even just going out for a little shopping trip requires so much preparation, and I need to rely on others to help, which can be so draining. And even though I'm putting in the effort with rehab, there are days when it feels like I'm not making progress. When that happens, I start wondering why I'm even trying, and my spirit just sinks. Yeah, I get that. Those feelings make sense. And I'm leaving all the housework to you, David, which makes me feel so guilty. Even when I want to do things myself, my body won't cooperate, and I end up depending on you. But Nora, there's no need for you to feel pressured. If I can do something to help, I'm happy to do it.
I'm glad you say that, but I just end up feeling so pathetic. I feel like I'm starting to hate myself for not being able to do the simplest things.
Nora, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. No matter how tough it gets, you're pushing through every day. That's something to be proud of.
Thank you, David. But someday, I want to be able to walk on my own without relying on your support. I want to gradually regain my independence, so it'd make me happy if you could watch over me.
Of course. Let's take it slow and work on it together.
Yeah, I used to be so lazy, so compared to back then, I'm really putting in the effort now.
True. Nora, you used to always say, "Ugh, what a hassle."
Yeah, but now, I'd never say it's a hassle. I really want to be able to walk like I used to.
There's no rush. I'm sure you'll get better little by little. Didn't the doctors say the same?
Yeah, but I wish I could go out more freely. I want to travel too. But if I mention travel, I just end up being a burden on you again.
Travel sounds great. Why don't we give it a try?
But it'd be tough on you, David. You're the one who has to push my wheelchair every time. Even when you took me to the amusement park last time, you ended up drenched in sweat.
It's all because we chose to go there in the summer heat. There were so many people and a lot of slopes, so no wonder I got drenched in sweat.
I was just sitting while you took me to each ride, but it looked like it was really hard on you every time we moved.
Yeah, pushing a wheelchair through a crowd can be pretty tough. Wheelchairs take up more space than you'd think, so I had to be careful not to bump into people.
Right. That was something I was worried about too. You pushed me carefully, always looking out for others, and you worked so hard on those slopes.
Yeah, going up a steep hill takes strength, and you have to build up momentum, so going downhill can be scary too.
I really appreciate what you did for me. You even braced yourself to keep the wheelchair from moving too fast on the slopes.
But you looked like you were having fun, so I ended up enjoying myself too.
Still, I feel so bad about it. Everyone else was just walking around and having fun, but you were the only one pushing a heavy wheelchair. You must have been exhausted when we got back, right?
Don't worry about it so much. Seeing you smile takes away any tiredness.
Thanks, David. I hope I can move around freely on my own soon.
Actually, I've got a little gift for you this time. With this, I think going out will be a bit easier.
What?
I brought back the electric wheelchair that was at my aunt's house. You said you wanted one for a while, right?
No way. Really? I'm so happy. With a regular wheelchair, I get so tired from moving with just my arms, and there's no way I can handle slopes by myself.
Exactly. With this electric wheelchair, you can move easily with just a button. No arm strength needed.
That's amazing. No more arm pain, and I can go anywhere with ease.
Plus, this one is pretty high-tech. It can even handle small bumps without any trouble.
Really? I used to have to get out for every little bump, so that's super convenient.
Also, the battery life is excellent. It can go for a long time on a single charge. So even if we go far, we don't have to worry about it running out.
That's reassuring. No more worrying about the battery dying, and it means I can enjoy traveling too.
It even has a reclining feature, so you can lean back and rest when you're tired, and it's super comfortable.
Wow, it's not just for getting around. It's designed to keep me comfortable even on long rides.
And the handle is easy to control, so it's supposed to be simple for you to operate. You can adjust the speed with a button, so you can ride safely.
I'm so excited that it has all these features. I feel like I could go anywhere.
Right? Now you'll have even more freedom to go out.
But hey, wasn't it expensive? Are you sure it's okay for us to take it?
It was actually my late uncle's wheelchair. Since he doesn't need it anymore, they told me I could take it.
I see. So your uncle used an electric wheelchair too? Why was that?
Actually, my uncle injured his leg in his later years. It was because he spent many years doing work that put a strain on his knees.
I see. He must have worked really hard.
He stood for hours doing work that put a lot of stress on his legs and back for decades. As he got older, his knees got worse, and walking became difficult for him.
So that's why he used an electric wheelchair. Even with all that pain, he probably didn't want to give up walking.
Yeah, my uncle was really stubborn, and at first, he tried to manage with just a walker. But there were limits when it came to going out. Eventually, his family convinced him to start using the electric wheelchair.
I see. Maybe the wheelchair helped him get out and feel a bit better.
Yeah, he was happy, saying, "Now I can go out freely." It allowed him to take walks and visit his old favorite spots again.
I get it. That wheelchair must have been very important to him.
Exactly. That's why they kept it stored at home even after he passed away. But now that no one else needs it, my aunt said she'd be glad if you could put it to good use.
But are you sure it's okay not to keep it at home? Maybe your aunt might need it someday.
If that happens, they'll probably buy a new, up-to-date electric wheelchair. That family has plenty of money.
Your relatives sure do seem wealthy. You're well paid at your big company too.
Yeah, but this thing was so heavy, I struggled just to load it into the car. Might have even hurt my back a bit.
Are you okay? Are you really all right?
I guess so. It's not affecting my driving, so don't worry.
But last time when you lifted me, you threw out your back.
Oh, that time. Yeah, that really caught me off guard.
We suddenly had to get over a bump, and my wheelchair got stuck, remember?
Yeah, that place had a bump right on a small incline, and no matter how much I pushed, it wouldn't budge.
I tried to move on my own too, but the wheelchair barely shifted and wouldn't go forward.
In the end, I had to carry you over the bump, so I just went for it and lifted you, and then my back went crack.
I'm really sorry. You looked like you were in so much pain and I felt terrible just watching.
No, you don't need to apologize. I just tried too hard, that's all.
But you were in pain for quite a while after that.
Yeah, my back hurt so much that even walking was tough for a while, but I'm fine now.
But you know your back is sensitive, so please don't push yourself too hard.
Got it. I'll be careful.
Drive safely on your way back. I can't wait to try out the wheelchair. David, are you done with work yet? Today, I worked really hard at rehab, and the doctor even praised me. So, I thought maybe you could buy me a little reward. You know that donut shop in Manhattan that I love, right? Could you get me my favorite, the classic glazed?
Sorry. Manhattan might be tough. Actually, I left work early today.
What?
I was just about to contact you, but I've been running around doing tests at the hospital and couldn't get in touch. I'm sorry.
Wait, hospital?
Turns out I have pneumonia. They're admitting me for now.
Pneumonia? Are you okay? Is it painful?
Yeah, I've had a bit of a cough and felt short of breath the past few days, but I didn't think it was pneumonia. Yesterday, my chest started to ache sharply, and breathing felt a bit hard.
If it was that bad, why didn't you go to the hospital sooner?
I thought it was just a little cold, so I pushed through it.
David, you really push yourself too much. So, what did the tests reveal?
When they took an x-ray, they saw that the inflammation had spread to both lungs, and my blood test showed a high white blood cell count. Also, my blood oxygen level had dropped significantly, so they said that's why I was feeling dizzy from lack of oxygen.
I didn't realize it was that serious. I'm so sorry. I wish I'd noticed sooner.
No, it's not your fault, Nora. I just didn't manage my own health well enough.
Did the doctor say anything about how long you'll need to stay?
For now, they're saying about 5 days of observation, but if my symptoms don't improve, they might extend it.
Wow, that's long.
I bet it's not easy for you with me gone.
I'm not sure what I'll do.
I know you can manage most things on your own, but for bathing, it would be safer if someone's around when you do.
I'll be fine. If anything happens, I'll just call my parents and have them come over.
Can you do that? I thought you didn't want to rely on your parents.
Not really, but now's not the time to be saying that. Right now, what's most important is for you to get better. If you keep worrying about me, it'll just make it harder for you to recover. So focus on getting better without any worries.
Thanks. I'm sorry to put you through this, but I appreciate it. I should have gone to the hospital sooner.
So, it's a 5-day hospital stay, but do you need to bring any stuff with you?
They said I can rent essentials like pajamas at the hospital. And while I was handling the admission paperwork, I bought everything else I needed at the hospital shop, so I'm set.
I see. I'm sorry. If my legs weren't like this, I could be there to take care of you or bring your things. And it's my fault you're sick, isn't it?
What are you talking about? This isn't your fault, Nora. I just didn't take care of myself properly.
No, I know you've been pushing yourself for my sake. You've been doing all the housework for me, haven't you? And you're still working full-time during the day.
I'm good at housework, so it's fine.
But I'm jobless, and all I do is put pressure on you, right? I'm just a drain. You're working hard to cover for what I can't earn, and you're even paying off my student loans. You're the one who's busy every day. I'm sorry.
It's really okay. You're getting disability support too. So it's not like we're living on my earnings alone, so don't feel so guilty about it.
But the support I get from the government is just a small amount.
It's not like we're struggling financially right now. I only seem busy because it's the busy season at work.
Really?
I talked to my boss to get as much work from home time as possible. But lately, I've had more days where I absolutely had to go in, and it's been tiring.
Hey, if you're hospitalized, you'll get better, right? You're not going to leave me here alone, are you?
I'm still young, so I'll be fine.
Really? But you never really know what twists and turns life will throw your way. I never thought I'd lose my mobility at such a young age. It's been about 4 years like this, and there's been no improvement.
Yeah, even young people can't predict what will happen. I'll make sure to get better, but I'm glad it was me who got pneumonia and not you, Nora. I don't want you to have any more physical struggles.
Come on, David, your kindness shines through even in moments like this. I'm the one putting more burden on you, so I shouldn't be saying this, but please take better care of yourself. I can't manage without you. You know that, don't you?
I'm sorry for making you worry. I'll get better quickly and come home.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for you at home. David, I'm so glad you recovered quickly. If I remember right, you're getting discharged around noon today. I can't wait to see you. These 5 days felt so long, every single day. I can't go to pick you up, but I'll be waiting here at home. I feel bad for not being able to visit even once. I'm sorry for being a wife who can't even walk. I'll always love you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Huh?
Can you believe it? You didn't visit me even once while I was hospitalized with pneumonia.
Hey, David, why are you suddenly saying that? I couldn't visit you, you know that. I can't walk.
Huh? You're walking just fine. Since when have you been lying to me?
What?
And you were even wearing heels. What's with the fake apologies?
What are you talking about? I couldn't possibly wear heels.
I saw you yesterday in Manhattan, wearing a bright red dress with a big floral print and strutting around in 10-centimeter high heels.
No, that can't be. That wasn't me. You must be mistaken.
I really wish it wasn't you, Nora, but the large gold earrings you were wearing were the ones I gave you for your birthday. You must have thought I wouldn't be in Manhattan, so you let your guard down. And your hair was different too. It was curled, like you were going to a party or something.
Wait a second. Weren't you in the hospital yesterday? How do you know I was in Manhattan?
I actually got discharged yesterday.
What?
I was able to get out of the hospital earlier than expected, but I wanted to surprise you, so I didn't say anything. I thought I'd stop in Manhattan to pick up those donuts you wanted on my way home. You said you wanted them, right?
You got to be kidding me.
But I never thought I'd end up seeing you walking around. You were strutting along at a good pace. So, how long have you been lying to me?
You've got it wrong. I would never deceive you.
Is that so? But you did go straight back to our place afterward, didn't you? It wasn't a mistake.
Did you follow me home? Wait, where are you right now, David?
I'm at my parents' place. I was so shocked I couldn't bring myself to come home. And now I'm on my way to your parents' house with my parents.
What?
I need to find out if your parents were in on this too.
Stop! Don't tell my parents.
Oh, I see. From that reaction, it sounds like your parents don't know either. So the reason you avoided relying on them was to keep them from discovering your lie, huh? You've been deceiving everyone. Did you fool the doctor too? But how? Can you even trick a doctor?
No, please, listen to me. It's not a lie that I have mobility issues. I even have a doctor's note.
Then why are you able to walk now? You weren't using any support or a cane.
I just recently started being able to walk like this.
But that doesn't change the fact that you lied, does it? You're receiving money from the government for your disability, aren't you? What you're doing is fraud. You know that. Do you realize it's a crime?
I knew it was wrong too, but I did it for the sake of our livelihood. If the money we've been getting suddenly stopped, we'd be in trouble, wouldn't we?
We're not struggling that much. Sure, I've spent plenty of money on you. I've always granted your wishes since you couldn't go out much on your own. When you said you wanted cake, no matter how tired I was, I'd drive out late at night to get it. I'd even find shops with special sweets or limited time items. When you said you wanted to travel, I did all the research, finding accessible tourist spots for you, locating places without steps and hotels that were fully wheelchair friendly. I'd check if wheelchairs could be rented to make moving around easier, confirm if restaurants were accessible, and handle all the reservations. If you wanted to go somewhere, I'd download barrier-free maps of tourist spots to make sure you'd be comfortable. To keep you entertained at home, I subscribed to streaming services for your favorite movies and shows, and I got you the latest smartphones and tablets. Everything I could think of.
I know, and I do appreciate it, really. That's why it was so hard to tell you.
So you lied then. You thought I'd keep taking care of you as long as you couldn't walk, So you kept it a secret even after you recovered?
No, that's not it. I was just afraid that if I told you I could walk again, you wouldn't be as kind to me. I was scared to say it.
Just because you could walk again doesn't mean I'd stop being kind. No matter how you spin it, what you did is basically fraud.
I'm sorry.
And? Explain where you were going in that flashy outfit.
I just went out with a friend.
Don't lie. It was the bartender, wasn't it? The guy you were with before you came home works at a bar in Manhattan, right?
How do you know that?
He was at the bar I often go to with clients after work. Never thought he'd turn out to be your flame.
It's not true. I'm not cheating. We just have a meal together sometimes, that's all.
You were spending money on that bartender, weren't you? Where did you get the money to spoil him? Ah, the disability benefits, huh?
Please, don't tell anyone about this. I'll do anything if you keep quiet. I'll just say I recently started walking again, and I'll have the benefits stopped soon.
Oh, really? You want me to be an accomplice? You must be joking.
But if I tell the truth, I'll be in trouble. I don't want to go to jail. David, how dare you? I had a really rough time yesterday, and it's all because of you. Yesterday?
Because of me? What exactly did I do?
You told my parents that I can walk. They were furious and came over, and they dragged me back to their place. They yelled at me all night until morning. Why did you have to tell them? I begged you not to.
Of course I told them.
I get what you're saying, but...
No, you don't get it. Since yesterday, all you've been doing is trying to dodge responsibility. I'm disappointed in you. I've hired a divorce attorney. This is goodbye.
Wait, hold on a second. Please don't say that.
When are you planning to report the fraud to the authorities?
I'll go after the office opens.
I see. So your parents are taking you? Then make sure you tell the truth. I don't want them thinking I was in on it. I'll probably be questioned too. This is going to be a hassle.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this. I'll tell them you knew nothing about it.
Good.
But in exchange?
What?
Can you drop the alimony request?
No way.
Why are you even asking for alimony? It's not like I cheated or anything. I just went out to eat with a bartender.
You lied to me and made me handle both the housework and my job. Because of that, I ended up getting sick. That's more than enough reason to request alimony.
But I don't have any money. I'll probably have even less soon. I might even get arrested.
Yeah, make sure you face the consequences and cool down.
I'm already cooled down. I've come full circle and feel calm now. I'm realizing what a terrible thing I've done. I don't know what I was thinking.
You really took advantage of my feelings and used me as much as you could. Didn't you feel anything seeing me work so hard for you, believing you couldn't walk? Do you not have a shred of conscience?
I did feel guilty. I thought about telling the truth so many times. Really. Especially when you got sick and were hospitalized. I felt so guilty. I thought I couldn't keep causing you trouble, so I decided to tell the truth. I was planning to confess everything when you got discharged.
Oh, come on. More lies? I know you were looking up wheelchair-accessible hotels on our home computer, just waiting for me to get discharged so you could make me take you on another trip. And you even searched for fancy restaurants while you were at it, didn't you? How much did you intend to drain from me before you were satisfied?
Drain you? That's not what I meant at all. I just wanted to enjoy a trip with you, David.
You can walk now, so stop depending on others and freeloading. If you're looking to dine at a swanky place, Hustle for it and handle the payment on your own. Take care. Nora and I divorced. She had to repay the disability benefits she'd fraudulently received. She also had to pay alimony to me, which led her to take on a significant amount of debt. Nora, who was left penniless and without a home, tried to return to her parents' house, but they turned her away. Her parents were heartbroken over her prolonged recovery, so their anger was only natural. Nora is now working multiple part-time jobs, just barely scraping by. I've heard rumors that her debt isn't shrinking and that she started working nights. But since she's a stranger to me now, I don't care what she does or where she goes. Without the need to support Nora, I've gained financial freedom, and I moved to a spacious apartment near my workplace. It's a comfortable place on the top floor with a great view of the city at night. If I meet someone in the future, I might consider remarriage. But for now, I'm planning to enjoy the single life.
I'm back.
Hey, I've waited so long.
Hey, are you in front of that house you used to live when we got divorced?
Of course I am. You still live here, right? Why are you pretending to not be here? You should come out right now.
Your brother and his wife live there now.
What? My brother? My brother, he's alive?
Your brother left home as soon as he graduated from high school, and you haven't heard from him since, right?
Oh, yeah. He's such a rogue that he got in a fight with my parents. I never thought he would be alive.
Actually, right after you and I got divorced, he came back. He pulled himself up and became a decent human being.
What?
And he was dating my sister. What a surprise, huh?
How did that happen?
Apparently, your brother was working at the company which my sister joined. At first, they didn't know each other. Later, they found out that they were related through their siblings' marriage. Now, he is surrounded by muscular, well-trained senior employees, doing a pretty grueling work. It seems like he's been able to pay off his debt on schedule so far. I can only hope that one day he will become a decent human being. April, how are you? Long time no see. Who are you? Oh my god, I'm your friend Rose. Huh? Rose? Why? How many years has it been? Why do you have my number? What? I asked you how long it's been since I've seen you. Answer me. Well, it's been since I graduated from junior college, so about 9 years. Oh yeah, well done, LOL. I knew you were smart. Who gave you my number? By the way, I heard you got married. What? Come on, answer my question. I'm asking the questions. I'm married, but... Oh, really? I see. Tell me how you got my number. So, is this guy your husband? Hey, what? Actually, you know, your husband Tommy is my current boyfriend. What? No way. It really is true. What do you mean, boyfriend? Are you having an affair with Tommy? Oh, you're so smart, aren't you? I can't believe that. Why? The proof is, well, last Sunday, I guess. Tommy was out, right? Yes, he was out, but... He went shopping with me and then went to a hotel. While we were shopping, he found a limited edition pair of sneakers from a famous manufacturer. He found 2 pairs in different colors, red for me and blue for him. We bought matching pairs. The next day, he went jogging in his new blue sneakers. When he goes jogging, isn't it either 6 to 7 in the morning or 8 to 9 at night? Yes, but how do you know that? Because we're meeting, of course. What? He says he's going jogging, but we're actually doing things together in my car. That's a lie. I told you it's true. So you're saying that you took my phone number from Tommy's phone? Well, yeah. Oh. Since it's true, this is probably where I should say I'm sorry for taking your husband away. But you wouldn't ask me to say something so stupid, right? Why? What? Are you going to make me say it? Did you forget? I said it before many times, didn't I? You also repeated it over and over, didn't you? Smart April didn't forget what she said then, did she? That's... Come on, say it. I can beat you up again just like back then, right? Go ahead, say it. Now, say it. What's mine is yours, Rose. Yes, that's it. Even if it's been 9 years since we graduated, or decades from now, it'll never change. That means your husband is mine. You understand? Does that mean I should get a divorce? Well, yeah. At first, I thought I'd just sleep with him and be done with it. But then I heard that Tommy is the president of a company. What's more, he lives in such a huge mansion. I don't know how you managed to get such a respectable man. But he's too good for you, so I'll take him. Besides, I want to be married by the time I'm 30. I have less than a year to go, so I need to hurry. So, Tommy is mine. Let me think about it. Huh? You should have said yes, I'll give him to Rose. That's the way it's always been, isn't it? It's not the same as before. Tommy and I are married in the legal sense, and there are procedures necessary for divorce. I can't go along with just losing a cheating boyfriend and being done with him like we did back then. Rose, you've been divorced once, right? You know you have to go through the process, right? Can't you at least understand that? Oh, you knew about my divorce? I don't remember who told me, but yeah, I know. Well, it's true that divorce is a lot of hassle. But if you don't bother me with these procedures, I'll wait for you. I don't think I'll have to bother you during the process. It's between me and Tommy. Oh, I see. Well then, please do it as soon as possible. I'll do it. Hey, April! How long are you going to make me wait? I said I wanted to get married soon, right? I said I wanted to be married by 30, right? Hurry up! Hurry, hurry! You didn't run away, did you? I won't let you run away from me. Rose, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just about to call you. The divorce is final. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to go register the marriage right now. Right now? Tommy is still here. How will you get the marriage certificate? The marriage certificate is already written. All I have to do is submit it. Oh, I see. If you have time to worry about me and Tommy, why don't you worry about yourself instead? Get your stuff together and get out of that house. Yeah, I'm packing my bags. Yeah, good idea. LOL. Now, what do you need to say? What's mine is roses. Good. April? Hey, what's this? What's wrong? What's going on? Why is Tommy's stuff being brought to my house? Tommy even said he moved out of that house. What is this? What? Tommy divorced me. Is there a problem with that? Divorce isn't a problem, but why was Tommy kicked out? That mansion is for me and Tommy to live in. All you have to do is get out. You're the intruder, right? You kicked Tommy out of the house and now you want to live there? How dare you? I'm not trying to live there. I told you I'm packing my bags too. Did Tommy not tell you? What? This house is in my father's name. Huh? Your father? This is my father's second house. He just let me live here to take care of the house as well. Wait a minute. I thought you had a single mom. When you were about to graduate from junior year, your mother was sick. I felt sorry for you then, so I gave you a job. What? What do you mean? I mean, didn't you say you don't know who your father is? You said you were estranged from all your relatives except your mother, and that you were all alone in the world. That's what I was told too. 5 years ago, I found out something that surprised me. You mean you found your father? Yes, that's right. I don't know if this really pertains to me, but I guess facts are stranger than fiction. What is it? What's going on? Don't be coy, just tell me. My father was the president of a company. What? When he was young, for some reason he couldn't marry my mother and they separated. And he married another woman without knowing that I was his daughter. But 5 years ago, he found out that my mother had already passed away and that I existed, so he came to see me. Now I work for my father's company to make a living. What? What is that? That kind of happy story. I can't believe that would happen to you of all people. Really? I still think I'm dreaming sometimes. Are you serious? Yes, it's true. Wow. Hey, April. So there's something in it for me too, right? Something you can benefit from? What are you talking about? The mansion there. You say it's in your dad's name, but if you beg him, he'll give it to you. Oh, that's 100% not going to happen. Why not? What's yours is mine. So why don't you just take what's yours and give it to me? We're selling the house. What? Sold? I told you, I don't live here. Tommy brought another woman here while I was gone. My father decided to sell the house because he didn't want a house with such a bad memory. What? I've never been in that house. I think there's some kind of a mistake.
Oh, I'm not talking about you, Rose. I'm talking about Tommy's true love.
Huh? You're lying. What are you talking about? It's a lie. That's not true. I mean, it's such a fake story.
Oh, that part's not so bad either. Tommy's company is being absorbed by my father's company.
What do you mean?
Tommy's company was on the verge of collapse when I got married. My father became the largest shareholder of Tommy's company and supported it, somehow keeping it afloat until now. And then this affair happened, didn't it? My father was so angry with Tommy that he decided to cut off all support. Tommy's company could no longer stand on its own. And since Tommy's company couldn't stand on its own, it would be difficult for the other employees if it went bankrupt. So, the company was absorbed into my father's company.
Well then.
Tommy is stepping down. He was starting over as an employee, but he still didn't feel comfortable there. So he resigned yesterday, and the severance pay was used to pay my alimony.
Tommy is now poor and unemployed?
Also, his parents have cut him off, so he's lost his house to go back to.
That's not good. I've already registered the marriage. Don't make me accept such a bad partner.
I'm divorced. It's none of my business.
I don't need an unemployed homeless person. Give me your mansion. What's yours is mine, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
I hear the buyout price is in the hundreds of millions. Can you afford it?
Hey, that's for free. What's yours is mine. There's no way I'm paying money to you. Come on, say it again. Come on, say it. What's mine is Rose's, right? Say it quickly.
Like I said before, it's in my father's name, so it's not mine. I can't give it to you for free because it's not mine. I gave Tommy to you, so isn't it fine?
I'm not happy to get that unemployed loser. I mean, he's a burden. Just shut up and give me the mansion. You want to be ripped to shreds?
You'd better stop doing that.
Don't talk back. There are plenty of men out there who would tear you to shreds if I would just talk to them.
I didn't tell you, but I have a bodyguard with me at all times now.
Bodyguard? What? Why you?
My half-brother was almost kidnapped once before. I've heard it's been this way ever since. If you do anything to me, I'm sure there will be payback for you and your friends.
Stop it! Don't say threatening things.
If that's what you think, then please don't get involved with me anymore. Frankly, I don't like the idea of having my father's power behind me. But he has more anger towards you than I do. Even I, his own daughter, was shaken up by it. Right now, I just have a bodyguard. But if anything more happens to me, I'm afraid someone will pay you a visit.
Wait.
I don't want anything to do with you from now on. Just get out of this town with Tommy.
Wait. I work for a company too, you know. You're asking me to resign now? It's not like you don't know how hard it is to find a job in this day and age.
If you leave by the end of this month, I'll reduce your payments somewhat.
Payment? I have to pay something.
You were having an affair, so it's only natural. Just to let you know, Tommy's true love paid the money we demanded in one go and left this town yesterday.
Oh no, you're kidding, right?
This is the maximum concession I can make. My lawyer is on his way over there right now.
Lawyer?
I've been thinking a lot about this, so I'll make sure to settle things with Rose. I'll see you in court next time. I found out later. The marriage certificate that Rose submitted was something she prepared jokingly when she and Tommy had a drink together, and it was not something that was properly agreed upon. However, Rose was the only thing that remained for Tommy, who had lost so many things. When Rose asked for a divorce, Tommy went into a half-crazy state and has been unemployed ever since. Since then, Rose has been forced to live a very constrained life with Tommy, who is unemployed at the new place they moved to. So, this time, I had the help of my father to solve the problem. But I realized that I myself could not continue as I am now, and that I had to change. I would like to take this experience as a positive one and think hard about how I can live a stronger and prouder life.
Kira, tomorrow's finally your wedding! Congratulations! I can't believe you and Kenny are finally tying the knot. I'm feeling emotional already, you know? Hey, Hillary, thanks a bunch. Am I being ahead of myself here? Maybe I should have saved it for tomorrow. Not at all. You and the in-laws have been so accepting and caring. I'm really grateful for treating me like your own family. Even our dog Fluffy has taken a liking to you. Remember when he jumped all over you and didn't leave you alone during your first visit? That was crazy.
Totally. And you, thank you so much. You've been there right from the start until now, despite being in the middle of a job hunt.
Oh, come on. I'm already done with it anyway.
Oh, you got an offer? Congrats.
Thanks. I got it just yesterday.
Guess we have to celebrate for you too then.
It's fine, really.
Seriously, you've helped us so much with the wedding. Especially getting that amazing poolside garden inside a 5-star hotel for the reception. It's incredible, all thanks to your connection.
Just doing my duty as an older sister. Our parents are remarried, so Kenya and I are step-siblings, you know? But since he became my stepbrother, I've always wanted to do anything for him. The same goes for you, Kira. I want us to be like real sisters.
That's so sweet. It's really reassuring to have you around.
But that's not all, you know?
What do you mean?
I actually planned a surprise for you guys tomorrow. I hope you'll like it. I'll reveal more during the reception, so look forward to it.
A surprise? I'm so excited.
I promise you won't be disappointed. Guess you've got a lot to do for tomorrow. I'll let you go now. See you.
Hey, Hillary, what the heck were you thinking? Pushing Kira into the pool during the reception?
That's not true, Kenny. I didn't do it intentionally, you know. It was just an accident.
From where I was standing, it sure looked like you deliberately pushed her. You were the only one close to her at that moment.
Does she think the same too?
She's still unconscious. You know she twisted her ankle when she fell and drowned. She swallowed a lot of water. The doctor says she'll be okay though. But man, having the ambulance show up in the middle of the reception was a complete disaster. She was so looking forward to the wedding, and it meant a lot to me too. All ruined because of you, god darn it.
I swear I didn't mean any harm. You gotta believe me. She's my sister-in-law, for crying out loud. I would never intentionally harm my family. You and I aren't blood-related either, but we've been like real siblings, haven't we? I want the same relationship with her.
Right. I guess I was wrong. Sorry for doubting you.
No worries. I'm glad you believe me. I hope she wakes up soon.
Yeah, me too.
I want to visit her soon, but Mom, Dad, and everyone else are still upset. I'll make sure they're settled first.
Thanks. Everyone needs a reliable sister like you.
I'd do anything for you. Don't hesitate to lean on me.
You're the best. I'll get in touch again once Kira wakes up.
Hi, Hillary. I'm sorry for causing trouble at the reception. I heard you looked after my family.
Oh, you came around already? I thought I got you pretty good.
Excuse me?
It would have been better if you just gone to the other side.
Hillary, are you okay?
Why do you ask?
Telling someone to go to the other side. You're not seriously thinking that, right?
I'm dead serious.
What?
Pushing you into the pool and messing up that crappy reception felt so good. I wish I could have finished you off. That's the only regret.
Pushing me? You were the one who pushed me into the pool? I did feel a force on my back, but I had no idea who it was. Even when I asked Kenny, he said he didn't see anything.
Oh, great!
Huh?
See, he's got my back after all. He trusts me more than he trusts you. Pushing you was the right call. You're not fit to be his wife after all.
Wait, what's gotten into you suddenly? You said you were happy about our marriage. You even mentioned wanting to be like real sisters. Remember?
I was just playing along, of course. When we first met, everyone was around, so I had to pretend to be happy for you guys, you know, for the show. I wouldn't just hand Kenny over to someone who appeared out of nowhere. Never!
Out of nowhere? We've been together for 7 years, since our freshman year of college.
I've been in love with him for 26 years, since I was 4.
Even if you deeply care about your brother, this is way over the top.
Not as my brother. I've decided to marry him since I was 4. We aren't blood-related siblings. So when I found out we could get married, I was over the moon. When I first met him, I felt a strong sense of destiny. He's my fate, my future husband. I felt it in my gut.
Do you really think a 4-year-old can feel all that?
Shut up! You came butting in and overshadowing me. So I came up with an amazing scheme to finish you off in the pool at a beautiful hotel. But you're as resilient as a cockroach and ruined everything.
I'm glad to be resilient. I can't stand the thought of being sent off for such a ludicrous reason. I understand that you resent me, but guess what? I'm his wife. The wedding might have been disrupted, but we've already submitted our marriage license.
So what's your point? You can get divorced, you know. I'm not giving him up to you. You're lucky it just ended with a fall in the pool this time. You won't be so lucky next time. Until you kick the buckets or divorce him, I won't hesitate to do what I need to.
If that's what you're up for, bring it on. I'll take appropriate measures too. Of course, I'll let Kenny know about this.
Do whatever you want. He's on my side. He's my sweet future husband who stands up for me. Whatever you say won't diminish the 26 years of bond. Ha ha ha. Hey, what have you done?
What are you talking about?
Don't pretend. I just got a rejection notice from the company where I had the job offer. You must have done something.
I think you're overthinking.
No way. With what happened, it's suspicious how conveniently the offer got rescinded.
I'm telling you, you're misunderstanding something. First of all, you never received an offer.
Yeah, right. What are you talking about?
Once an offer is made, there needs to be a valid reason to rescind it. But since you haven't received an offer yet, I had them just process it as a regular rejection. They were about to send out the letter in a day. It was seriously close. Haha.
How do you know all that?
Do you even know who I am?
Huh? You're Kira. You're the despicable woman who married my brother.
Anything else?
What else?
Ugh, you don't know? I'm astounded. You don't even know about the CEO whose company you wanted to work for?
Huh? The CEO? What? You?
I was surprised too. I've been busy preparing for the wedding, so I left the business to do COO for a while. I had no clue you interviewed for a job at my company.
That's got to be a lie.
I did mention it when we first met. Weren't you listening?
Well, yeah, I just thought you were bluffing. A clueless woman like you is the CEO? Impossible.
Clueless? That's rude, you know. Well, I'm a bit ashamed of myself at how close I got to leaving this life because of you. But thanks to your bold move, my HR staff noticed you and your hiring got stopped.
No way!
You know, a lot of my employees were at the wedding. I couldn't believe that with so many guests there, no one saw you pushing me. I asked around a bit and got a bunch of people who witnessed it. There are plenty who saw you in action right at that moment. When I checked, I found a crucial shot among the others the photographer captured.
Ha, whatever. There are plenty of job opportunities out there in this world. I decline to work for your company anyway. I've got Kenny. No matter what you or anyone else says, he'll always have my back.
I don't think so, Hillary.
Huh? Kenny?
He wanted to chat with you directly after I showed him our conversation. So I added him here.
I heard everything after Kira woke up. It was you who pushed her after all. I was a fool to trust you, even for a moment.
Kenny, why? How could you believe this woman over me? We've built a bond as siblings for 26 years, but you choose her over me?
Sorry, but I can't trust you anymore. I'm furious and honestly disgusted.
Disgusted? What do you mean? I'm beautiful, ain't I? I've always been there for you and watched over you. I'm your big sister, for God's sake.
That's the thing.
You said you trusted me.
As a family, I trusted you. We're not blood related, but I relied on you like a real sister. You were always caring to me and our parents. I thought you were a good person. I never thought you were the kind of person who would push Kira into a pool or threaten her.
But what else could I do? You picked that woman over me. I thought maybe if I got rid of her, you'd choose me.
That doesn't make any sense. Even if she were gone, I don't even want to think about it. But even then, I wouldn't choose you.
How come? Don't you see how much I love you?
That creeps me out, you know. I was only 1 when you were 4. Thinking you looked at me like that since I was a baby gives me chills. Seriously.
I showed him all the messages you sent me before. He got goosebumps for real. It was pretty sad.
That can't be true. I can't believe you're not accepting my love. I get it. You're being threatened by her, right?
Huh?
What?
Kenny, you can be honest, you know. It's okay to say I'm the one you truly love. You want to divorce that shallow fling from college and be with me, who's been with you for 26 years, right?
Got it.
Yes!
I want nothing to do with you anymore.
What?
You've got a lot to say about the love of my life. Listen, she started a business and has been more successful since college. She wanted to prioritize work over marriage, but I begged her to reconsider. I promised her I'd never make her regret it and to make her happy. She finally agreed after I pleaded and persuaded her.
Wow.
I'm glad I married him. He treats me so well and I'm really happy.
You've got to be kidding me. I thought she was the one who seduced you.
You tried to send the woman I adored to the other side. You pretended to be happy and celebrate our marriage, but laughed behind the scenes, right? I should have declined the poolside wedding when you suggested it. I can never forgive you for what you did to her.
Don't say that, Kenny. We're siblings bonded by strong ties, right? We've always had each other's backs.
You're not my sister anymore. Get lost. Stay out of our lives from now on.
No, please.
Have you guys had enough chat between the siblings? I think the police should be arriving at your place soon.
What? The police? For what?
Well, you're a suspect for attempted murder. I mean, I did mention there's photographic evidence of you pushing me into the pool, right?
Jeez, going to the police is overreacting. I apologize, so please reconsider.
I already reported you, so...
Kenny! Convince her!
It was actually me who suggested going to the police. I felt I had to be firm about this, especially since you're my family.
This is too much.
I've already told Mom and Dad about this. They said if you're guilty, they want you to reflect on it and take responsibility.
Hillary tried to evade the arrest and fled from her home before the police arrived. But the family dog, Fluffy, tracked her scent and they found her. She was taken away in the back of a patrol car. Ha ha ha. Regarding the incident of being pushed into the pool, it was eventually settled out of court, so she didn't end up in prison. After being rejected by my company, she struggled to find a job. She tried asking her parents and relatives for help, but they all turned her down. Ha ha ha. In the end, she's juggling multiple part-time jobs to cover my hospital bill, the cleaning expenses for my wedding dress, and the compensation I claimed. As for me, my professional and private lives are going amazingly, and I'm enjoying life every day. Before marriage, I prioritized work and thought I didn't want kids. Lately, influenced by Kenny's love, I'm thinking maybe expanding the family wouldn't be a bad idea.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.